Hello and welcome. This is Tiffany from Sage Online. Today we're going to take a look at quizzes. If you joined me in the last video, we're going to take a look at what your questions look like for your students and how they will see the view as your whole quiz and what their responses look like on your view when it comes to grading. So let's get started. First, we're in the course homepage of Sage 304. We're going to scroll down to quiz sample, and if I didn't mention it, we're in this course as Sage student with their view. We can see that the quiz is not attempted, so we can go ahead and click that to come in. And when the page refreshes, we see the quiz name, and any instructions that you might have under the quiz would show up here. Right now we have the grade method as highest, as well as if there were any date restrictions, those would show up here, any time limits, things like that. If your date restrictions were on and we were not within that date, we would not be able to click attempt quiz now. It would say when it's available to be clicked. So it's open. We're going to go ahead and click in now. And this begins our attempt. Okay, so we have this set up as one question at a time. And over here, we have quiz navigation. There is each of the questions. Depending on how you have your feedback, it might show us how the answer is correct or incorrect. Right now, these are all set as not answered yet. So we're just going to go through here and answer the questions page by page. This one right here is an essay, so it's just going to accept text, and we can use our text editor here. Whatever you're asking them is how they'd answer. This is a short answer, so it's going to be asking for text again, but just a simple word or a particular phrase that you're looking for. This one here is a matching, so you're looking for the name for this sample of the butterfly. Okay, and then when we're all done matching, we just click the next page. And then this one is just our simple multiple choice. You notice after I select my option, I can clear my choice and try to answer if there's a better answer that I thought might fit for this. So then I can finish the attempt. Okay, the answers are all saved from here. If I'm done, I can submit all and finish. If I'm not, I can return. But for now, I can submit all and finish. This is another one of our response areas. If we have this set up to show what's correct and not, it would show here. Yes, I'm certain I'm finished. Okay. And so right now we have a reveal. So this is one of our stopper points. So I'm done with the quiz, but I am able to review. So these are my answers. We know here now that this answer is true. The essay needs to be graded by an instructor. This answer is correct. We did get 2 of these answers incorrect, three, but these 3 are correct. And we have some feedback, what it should be. And then this is the correct answer. And then when we're done, we can click Finish Review. Okay. And again, here's another opportunity for review, and you can open this up as much as you'd like or shut it down. And that can be shut down until the quiz is done, and then everyone can see their answers. Right now, this is set up to multiple attempts, so we can have the opportunity to have seen our answers and then review it. This works great as a homework opportunity, open book quiz or anything like that. But for now, we would go back as a student back into our course and see any other opportunities to finish up our assignments. So I'd scroll down and just see what's there. And I just want to show you that now we have for our quiz sample, this is attempted on April 1st, 2021. So that's green and good to go. But for now, I'm going to go back in, show you the instructor side of it, and see what that's like. Okay, so I'm back in the course, and we're going to scroll down to quiz sample, and we see that we have 1 of 9 attempted and 1 that's ungraded. So we're going to look down here. It says attempts 1. So let's see what's going on. Here we can narrow down what we're looking for. So if you have a large class, you can set that to filter out. But right here we have a Sage student. So this was our quiz student. It was started on April 1st at 3:38 p.m., completed at 3:40 p.m. It took 2 minutes, 14 seconds, and there is no grade yet reflected. Question 1 was 2 points, 2 out of 2, that was correct. Question 3 was 1 point, so about half of those were correct. That was our matching. This one requires grading, so we can click on that as the instructor and see. So this was the question, explain in 25 words or fewer what you learned today, their answer, and then you can make your comment or override their remark. My apologies, it's a little bigger than the screen that you're seeing. So we have a pop-up, and then we would give our responses here and give it a grade, and then save. Okay, so we're all set with that, and close the window. So then if we refresh the screen here, question 5 should have an answer. Beautiful. So now you see that the grade populates here. There's a 9 out of 10 on this score. So as you scroll down too, as more students take the exam, or the quiz, you'll see the number of participants and then what their average score is. You can also see down here the average score in general, and then for each question. Now, if you notice a particular question that students just aren't getting correct for some reason, what you can do is scroll down. So question 3 right here, say everyone's getting half of that correct. We can scroll down to our administration box, and this might be closed. So we'll go quiz administration, and then we're going to look at edit quiz. So let's look at question 3. So we can either do the magnifying glass to see what it looks like for our students, or we can look and see if maybe our question isn't worded properly. And then we can look at our images, and maybe something's not spelled right, or maybe something's a little too similar, and we can make those corrections as needed. So I'm just going to cancel that one because I didn't need to necessarily make any changes right there. But we can make those changes from there. Now, right now is a really good spot for us to say, okay, we have students who have taken our quiz, and we notice that the one question number 3, for example, really just isn't working out. Students aren't getting it correct for some reason. Either it's worded strangely, or maybe we didn't cover the topic as much as we anticipated, and we just want to throw the question out. Here's a great way to do that. So we're going to hit the edit pencil here, and we're going to put a 0 value for that question. So we're going to hit 0 and then return. And then you'll notice from up here, this went from 5 to 4. And we're going to go back into our attempts here. And you'll notice the score changed. So this question number 3 no longer has a score, and each of these questions is now worth 2.5 points instead of the 2 points that were equally weighted. So that is a great way to throw out a question, so you don't have to worry about anyone stressing out about the points that they didn't earn because we didn't cover something because of time, or the question was not worded as well as you wanted it to. And before we finish up, I do want to sign in one more time as our student so that we can see what our grading feedback looks like for our students. So let's get signed over and we'll wrap it up. Okay, so I'm logged in one more time as Sage student on our course, and we have down here under our quiz sample, we have our attempt recorded, and we do have feedback now available. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to go into our quiz, and we can see that we do have a finished attempt. We have 4 out of 4 marks, and our grade is 10, and 10 out of 10, and we can also click review here to look at all of our answers. We also have feedback comments on our questions. And then this one here was a 0 value, which is fine, but we still have feedback, and we're all good to go. We can finish our review. So if you would, however much feedback you wanted to give your student, you can give them that. They can also view their feedback in their grade book, which is available up here under this course, grades. And then down in their user report, they would just search down to quiz sample. I'm going to ignore this because this is part of another gradebook setup, but they have 100% for that quiz, which reports out to their score. So that is quizzes in Moodle 3.10. The student view and grades portion for instructors. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at sageonline@sage.edu or 518-244-4580. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy teaching.